Miracles. And we are live in full effect. That's the best I can do right now.
Do better.
Do better?
Do better.
In the words of the immortal.
No.
Okay, fine.
I said better, not worst.
I was worst. How
That
you
was
do worst?
You were worse.
I was worst.
You were worse.
I
Say
was
worst right.
I'm just repeating what you said.
The T is silent.
But why'd you say it?
I said worse.
That's okay. Our friends don't like it here. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Fantasy Island. Or
Can't use that. That's trademarked.
Oh yeah, it is, isn't it? That show's still on too.
I don't think it's on anymore.
No, I don't think so either.
Then again, at the same time, I wouldn't know.
Yeah, it's okay.
I wouldn't know.
It was a good show back in the day.
So I've
Back
heard.
in the day, so you've heard. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and children of all ages, welcome to the Marvelous Duo. I am your host, and that's the other host, my sister. And we are here as Captain Drew and Lady Pool to bring to you information and fun and talk about our favorite Marvel and DC characters.
Can I do it now?
You may push the button. It's like fine Corinthian leather. It just feels good.
What is with you in this fine Corinthian leather? What the hell is Corinthian leather?
Oh, it's fine. That much I can tell you.
Yeah, that lives nowhere.
Yeah, it's real, I think.
It's not real.
It was part of a car back in the day.
It's not real.
Part of a car commercial. Fine.
It was part of a car commercial. Okay.
Yeah, they had this car that had fine Corinthian leather.
What is
I don't know
what is
it
Corinthian leather? Where does Corinthian
It's just the way it
leather
sounds is good. I don't
comes
know
from?
what
That is my question. Where does Corinthian leather come from?
Obviously, it comes from Corinthia.
What is Corinth? Where is Corinthia? Is it on this planet? Is it in a multi-universe?
Yes, it's right
Where
next
is
to
it?
It's right next to what you call it.
It's right next to what you call it. Okay.
Yeah, I forgot the name.
You forgot the name. Okay.
I forgot the name.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our show. As you can see, we are the two of us. Mr. Moss is on vacation, so he'll be returning. He's not fired.
It's date night tonight. He's gonna go out and get some food.
He's going to
go get some drinks and have some fun.
Put his info on blast. The man's going to have
I didn't put any info. I just said it was date night.
He's going to have a nice evening.
It's
in
date
fine
night
Corinthian
leather. Gonna go out and have some food.
I'm hungry. I don't know what to say. So,
news.
What do you want to talk about?
News.
Oh, news.
Then we can get into the episode.
All right, fine.
Because I got some questions.
You got some questions? Okay.
I got some
Go
questions.
ahead and ask.
No, get into the news because you only got like one thing.
Yeah, we're not too news heavy today. Basically, we're talking about this woman. If you've seen her, please report to the police immediately. This is Colby Smulders. Colby Smulders is in the Marvel Cinematic Universe is also known as Agent Maria Hill. Maria Hill will be back because she's going to be in the Secret Invasion, which involves Skrulls. So she will be part of that program. Her, Sam Jackson, because you know my man Sam's coming back, and also Mia Clark, Olivia, I can't remember her name, and Ben Mendelsohn will be back as well. So a number of people will be back. Now, obviously, this little mini-series will tie into the Captain Marvel Part 2. And when will the Captain Marvel Part 2 come out?
February 17th, 23.
23 or 22?
23.
Ooh, it's pushed back that far. Okay.
Yep.
So this obviously will have an effect into that. And of course, a domino effect into everything else too, because apparently the Skrulls have been coming to Earth for a number of years, and they've taken a number of people's positions. So it'll be interesting to see who was a Skrull and who was not a Skrull. And Skrull. Maybe Moss not here because Moss is a Skrull. He could be a Skrull as well.
You're gonna lose access to that button.
Let me see. I wonder. You might have to look into that.
No.
Again, not much news today because everyone's kind of in between now and this holiday of holidays.
But Spider-Man comes out in 2 weeks. I already bought my ticket. Go get your ticket. Because if you didn't get your ticket,
no, I didn't get my ticket.
probably
I
sold
gotta get my
out
ticket.
because I had to skip 3 days to get my seat.
Yeah,
3
days. It's affected our show. We're gonna push back the show on the 18th back a couple of days.
Yeah. So the plan is to do so the same week that Spider-Man comes out is the last episode of Hawkeye. So Hawkeye comes out the 15th. Spider-Man comes out technically the 16th that night, even though it's supposed to be Friday.
Thursday, yeah.
But yeah, it comes out Thursday night. I'm not seeing it until Sunday evening. So we had told you guys the plan was we're not going to do a show for Christmas or for New Year's. Day. So the plan is we're still not going to do that, but because Spider-Man kind of comes out right during that time, we're going to do a Wednesday show, which will be on the 22nd. It'll be a late show. It'll be around 9:00. But we're going to do a show. We're going to talk about that. And then everyone's going to go enjoy their holiday weekends off 2 weeks. So, but yeah, so that is the plan. That is what we're going to have in motion.
That is the plan. So, obviously, plans must have, are subject to availability.
Subject to availability and pricing.
Yeah, we gotta see what comes up and what comes down. But that's what it has right now for boys and girls.
Subject to change without any warning. So yeah, so that's the plan.
I gotta figure out how am I going to see this movie with or without people.
I'm seeing it with or without people. If he doesn't come, I'm canceling his seat and get my money back. But we going.
You can sell a ticket and get more money.
Either way, I'm going. So, that is the plan. That is the
because
plan.
The theaters in my area, some of them are starting to run out. So, I gotta see.
I'm very particular. So, if anyone knows me,
really, I don't understand.
And my brother knows. I never used to be like this. I used to go see any new movie that came out. Shut up. I used to probably when I was in high school and right out of high school, I would go to the movies. I would go see any movie. I didn't care. But when Marvel started releasing their stuff, I was like, oh my God, my dedication was to Marvel. I refuse to give anybody else my money. Technically speaking, if you look at it from my point of view, my money is going back into the company. They gave me my money. It's going back to them. Then I get it back. So it's kind of like a win-win situation there. Anyway. No, it doesn't work that way. But yeah, so I refuse to go to the movie theater to see anything that is not a Disney Marvel movie. I will not go see it. Drew's going to give me hell. I have not seen Venom. Sorry, haven't seen it yet. I'm waiting. Look, they released it. I need them to put it on HBO Max already. But anyway, that's besides the point. Anyway, I will not go see any movie in the movie theater. I will wait for it to release on TV, and I will watch it on TV or watch it on a streaming service, and that's just what I do. But when it comes to a Marvel movie, I am there the weekend it comes out. And if I'm not there the weekend it comes out, I am there the following weekend that it comes out. I go. I give them my support. They get my support, so they can keep giving me awesome movies.
And if you're wondering, yes, she's one of those weirdos that dresses up and goes to the movies. But okay.
I do not do live action role play. But with that being said, like I said, I am very particular.
LARP? No LARP?
I know LARP. I do not go to some janky movie theater. I go to a luxury movie theater where I have
janky movie theater. You just insulted the entire movie structure of the
That's fine. I don't go to a janky movie theater. I go to a fancy movie theater. If I was in Tampa, I would go into Cine Bistro, but I'm in Orlando.
Don't give out names. They're not paying us.
I don't care. I'm going to Cine Bistro. There you go. Free advertisement. But because I live in Orlando, I go to Cinépolis because Cinépolis, one, serves me food, and they got gourmet popcorn, and my seats recline black.
What's gourmet popcorn?
I don't know. They just call it gourmet popcorn. I don't know what makes it gourmet. I don't know if they massage the corn before they pop it. Maybe they massage. You know, they let it. They knead it. They roll it around a little. Maybe they let it soak in the butter before they pop it. I don't know. It says gourmet popcorn. We go out when me and my boyfriend go, we go all out. And so anytime I go now, if sometimes, because I date a man that's not as big into Marvel as me, so sometimes he drags me to go see other movies. We go to a janky theater for that. I ain't spending money at a fancy theater if it ain't a Marvel movie. It ain't happening. It ain't happening. Okay. It ain't happening. So
okay, fans. So my theater of choice
it's Cinebistro. You go to Cinebistro.
Yes. However, now that I have people, now that I have people that want to go and do things with us, and
I don't have that problem.
Hang around us, we've had to select our theater accordingly. So we do have an AMC that's near us, and we go by the AMC. Although we did have a Regal, it was really good, and they shut down, of course, during the pandemic, and they took the opportunity to renovate their stuff, and then they got bought out, I believe. So they're still not open. So we'll have to wait and see. So right now we go to AMC. It's pretty nice. It's pretty clean. That has a bar there.
Oh yeah, ours has a bar too. And then you can buy the drinks.
2:00.
You can buy the drinks and then go into the theater, or you can order drinks from your seat. Oh, but the other thing that I like about our theater that we go to is after 2:00, if you're under the age of 18, you can't come in. So no children. I love it.
Is that 2 to 5? Because that can't be. Oh wait a minute, it's in a bistro. That's why.
No. The one I go to, Cinépolis, after 2:00.
But they run like a Cinebistro. That's what Cinebistro does.
Right. They kind of run. Well, Cinépolis is a completely different company than Cinebistro. But yeah, so I absolutely love it because
get them big Gush chairs.
They had the reclining chairs that put your feet up.
That's a dangerous man. First you give me some food, then you give me some booze, then you put me in a chair that's relaxed. Next thing you know,
they make a mean Long Island.
That's it. Show's over. That's it.
Oh, I'll fall asleep. I'm just comfortable for the rest of the
I'm asleep. Yes, you do. It's okay.
I never fall asleep during a movie.
I never fall asleep, officer. I know what you're talking about.
You want to know? Honestly speaking, I've never. Me personally, I know people have. I know you do. You do all the time. I have personally
once or twice. If it's a slow movie, I will nod off. I'm gonna tell you.
You nod off all the time. Do I need to post a picture of you nodding off when I came to your house and you and my dad were watching?
I didn't say I didn't. I didn't deny it. I'm just saying that.
Anyway,
so often
I have personally never fallen asleep during a movie in a movie theater. I've never fallen asleep in a movie theater before.
I'm gonna check with Brian on that.
He falls asleep. If it's slow, I swear I thought he fell asleep during Eternals. I think he fell asleep during Eternals. And I didn't, and I didn't fall asleep during it. That was my second time seeing it, and I didn't fall asleep during it. But I don't know. Once I'm watching something and I just want to finish it. That's kind of my mindset. I have to finish it. Even if I've seen it a million times. I will finish an episode, even if it's time for me to go to bed, because I'll watch TV to go to sleep, I have to finish that episode before I can, go to sleep, or it bothers me.
Oh, no.
I'm
I could be watching TV.
I'm very
OCD.
TV. I have to...
All I know is I'm watching the episode. Next thing I know, the episode's watching me. That's it. I can't tell you what happened.
It's funny because, my initials is OCD, but I do have a obsessive compulsive disorder, tendencies. Before I go to bed, I have to check the door to make sure the door is locked. I check it 3 times.
There's nothing wrong with that. That's called making sure you don't. Make sure you wake up tomorrow.
Well, it's not even that, but it's repeat times. I have to do it every single night. That's and then okay. when
I've gotten in my car, I've driven somewhere, I've turned around, come back home and check to make sure the door is closed and locked.
Yeah, no, I don't do that.
It always has. I never found it open, but
I can lock. It
always has.
Just get an app and lock your door.
Doesn't matter.
But yeah, there's certain things I have as a routine. I have to do it. If I don't do it, then I will sit in bed. I'm I have to get up and go do it now, because if I don't, I can't go to sleep. So it's weird. So yeah, never fallen asleep during a movie in the movie theater. That's just me. I I mean, I've
Oh,
seen
right.
people fall asleep in movie theaters. It happens, and it could be they're just really tired. Like they could have had a long day.
Hey, man, you put in that comfy chair and you let thing back. What you asking for? That's what
No,
you're asking
and see,
for.
I don't see. The thing is, I don't put it all the way back. I put it to where I can put my feet up, but I don't recline it.
But that's the thing. You put the thing back. You get some food in you, a little bit of booze. It's
That's
over.
another thing too. Like we'll probably get dinner this one because we did a 5 p.m. show, so we'll probably get dinner there. Because usually we'll go early enough where we don't get we won't eat there. We'll just get a drink and watch the movie. But anyway,
Do you find? Yeah. Okay, one more question. Do you find the food there comparable to a restaurant or so?
Yeah.
I find it more like. I find the food there and at Cine Bistro more like a Fridays, but with a just
there was at Cine Bistro. It was I got it every single time we went. There was a half baked orange ginger chicken that they used to do. It was so freaking good. I did not compare that to a Fridays because it was that, and they had like the pretty colored baby carrots.
Like well, I only say that because the food comes back so quickly. You order it and it comes back in like you have like a half an hour before the movie starts, and they usually come back.
Well, here so the one that we go to, they make the food to order, so it's not like, and it's not something that's like hard to make. Like,
that's why I call it Friday's food because it tastes good.
What was it? Was it Black Widow? I think Black Widow.
Pretty good.
I'm trying to think. Was it Black Widow? I think it was Black Widow. When we went to go see Black Widow. They had a lobster mac and cheese.
What?
It was so good. It was so good. But anyway, we're off topic. Okay,
because now we're hungry.
Let's get into this Hawkeye episode. Now, when we left off, Kate Bishop and Clint were tied to the little.
Well, no. She fell through the roof.
No, they had them on the thing. They had them on the thing before the scene cut.
I thought she just fell through the roof, and it ended there.
They put her on the thing before the scene cut, because then, remember, the guy goes and says, hey, we have him and we have the girl. And then it cut the scene when it showed the chick, and then it cut scene from last week's episode. Yeah. See, this is what happens when you watch the episode 5 minutes before you go on air. You remember things.
But I've seen it twice.
You obviously still don't remember. Anyway.
I think I know why you remember, because you're just a strong.
Okay. Anyway, so we end up back at here at this warehouse. Now, theory. She's deaf. This is the second time in a Marvel cinema. Is it 3? Who was the third one?
The girl from Eternals.
No. Who's the third one? I know that I was gonna name this one and the girl
Hawkeye.
from Eternals. He's not deaf though.
His kid is deaf.
His son's deaf?
Well, his son knows the language, but he's hard of hearing, is what he said.
He's hard of hearing, but he's not.
He's
okay, so I'm not going to count. I'm counting 2 because he doesn't sign well. That's why I'm not considering him.
Because he didn't learn it when he was young. He learned it later.
But he barely still know how to sign. Anyway, the two official coming into, he's deaf in the comics. I won't deny that. He is deaf. He's deaf in the comics, and he has a hearing aid in the comics. You don't see him sign in the comics though. He might have. I don't know.
Because he has a hearing aid.
But as for the Marvel Cinematic Universe show, whatever, this is the second time they're bringing in someone who is deaf and is signing, which I thought is really cool. And that's probably what?
Go ahead.
What?
3 if you count the guy with her.
He's not deaf though.
Or the father.
But they were signed. I'm talking about just a deaf character. I'm talking about for someone to relate to a character in a movie that they haven't been able to do that before. That's what I'm trying to get at. Is he didn't ruin everything. Anyway.
Get to the point.
Anyway, so what is okay? Obviously, the uncle's someone big, and we talked about this. You said you think you know who it is.
The uncle that died?
No. That was her father.
Oh, you're talking about the fake the boyfriend's uncle. Are you talking about him?
No. I'm talking about the girl's uncle, the deaf girl's uncle. Did you watch? Did you watch the show?
I did, but are you talking about?
I don't think you watched the show.
I watched the show.
Okay.
But go on. Ask your question.
So remember, the scene starts with her sitting in a classroom, right? And it starts off where you can't really hear anything. So you understand, okay, the character we're looking at is deaf. So when she goes to her karate class, her dad said, "I'll see you later. Your uncle's gonna take you home."
Yes.
Okay. Who do you think the uncle is? Because obviously the uncle is who's over her.
I don't think he's anybody.
I think he's I think it's Fisk.
No.
Why?
Because he never would deal with employees like that. The guy
he wouldn't deal with employees like that.
He's not going to pick up some kid.
Why?
I don't. He's not. That's not his style.
But that's his niece.
That's not his niece.
Oh my god! No, did you watch the show?
That's not his niece.
So who do you think the head honcho is? Because it has to be. This is going to be our other villain. So who do you think the head honcho is? Because all you see is the side of this person. They're in a black suit, and he pinches her cheek, and I'm like, who else wears a black suit besides Kingpin?
Kingpin doesn't wear a black suit.
What does he wear?
It's a white suit. He has a rose on it.
Right, but we've seen him in Daredevil in black suits.
I did not see him in a black suit in Daredevil.
I've seen him in black suits in Daredevil. See, this is why I don't think you watch or pay attention. This is what happens when you fall asleep during stuff, people.
Well, I pay attention in Venom, the second one.
That's great.
I pay attention at the end of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I pay attention then. Anyway. Mm-hmm. I don't think it's Kingpin.
Who do you think it is then?
I'm not there to give it an idea yet. I need a little bit more, some more details. I need to get more background from Echo.
Because he said, the one guy that was signing to her said, he better hope he doesn't find out what you did. Because he doesn't like, he doesn't like to make noise. This person likes to keep things under wraps.
That could be anybody. I need a little bit more information. I can't make a pick just quite yet.
Okay. Well, I'll let you.
I do believe your other theory is correct. I don't think the Kingpin is just yet. Just until there's something missing to make that assumption. I think what they're saying to everybody and what they're doing is a red herring. But go ahead.
Okay. So anyway, she thinks that Kate Bishop is Ronan because.
Go ahead.
She thinks Kate Bishop is. At first, she thinks Kate Bishop is Ronan. That's the whole reason why they brought him in. It's not Kate Bishop is Ronan, and she don't like Ronan because Ronan killed her father, and so she has a vendetta out for whoever Ronan is, and she doesn't believe Clint when he's like, "Well, Ronan's dead. Black Widow killed Ronan," which I think is I like the gesture to that. Because when you kind of think about it, Black Widow brought him out of that dark space where you can more or less compare, okay, that's like the killing of Ronan.
It's a metaphor, yeah.
Right. I like that, the metaphor that they use there. What do you think?
I think he's trying to save us on the ass. But I do believe that he's saying to her, he's dead because Black Widow. I agree with you.
Okay.
I agree with you. And the fact that she's not buying it is because she doesn't believe that's what it is, because she wants to find this guy. And it's like, if she just got this suit, what she says is true, where she found it there, which should
they brushed that off. She says where she got it.
Right.
But the girl, what is her name? Maya. Her name's Maya.
Yeah. But the
Maya Brush doesn't get to hear what she says, where she got the suit from.
But didn't the tracksuit go in there to get a watch or something else?
They went in there to get a watch, which we still don't know why they went to get the watch, because the dog ends up getting the watch, and I think the dog ate the watch.
So that's the problem I have, is that why should she not believe her if they're there to get something else anyway?
Right.
So that to me is kind of weird on that.
So,
They're leaving that hanging. They should.
completely agree there. So this episode was kind of I wasn't a fan of this episode. There wasn't really you had your action. They're just I wanted more from it. I wanted more.
I totally agree with you.
I wanted more from it.
And I'm surprised that Moss. Well, I'm surprised saying this because this is probably what Moss would say. Although the action of them getting out of the building, well, you know what? I forgot something here. Hold on a second. I'm sorry, guys. So sorry, guys. I forgot to put this stuff up, but I will do now. So I think the act of them getting out of the building and that whole sequence to the bridge was great.
Right, but then everything after that was kind of just
something was missing.
Yeah,
something was missing.
It felt like a scene was cut. It felt like maybe they shot something and they didn't put it in. You're waiting for the other shoe to drop. Is what it was. The ending was okay, but something was missing. There was definitely something missing, and just a lot of like questions. You're just like, okay, like, again, who does this tracksuit gang belong to? I think they work for someone. Cause I mean, at the end, they're leaving, and they're like, we have to leave. You know, our cover's been blown. Like, we have to go somewhere else now.
Let's see if I can find them online here.
Yeah, like this whole gang is like just a whole weird gang now. So they break his hearing aid. He can't hear. Then they go to the lady and they fix it.
Don't forget the most important part is she tells him, are you deaf or something like that? And he goes, no, I'm just hard of hearing, and I can't do all that stuff. And so she tells him, oh, you rely on technology too much because he has a hearing aid, and she takes it and she breaks it. And I think she thinks that thinks lower of him because of it. Yeah. And that's why she doesn't think he's thrown it. Or even looks to that question.
But if you notice, though, for Hawkeye, if you notice during that fight scene when they're in the warehouse, no hearing aid, and he's literally firing behind his back. Like, how you heard them coming? Like, I
think it's his vision. I think he sees things. Remember that they were walking and he goes, "Oh, you're being a gentleman and let me walk inside." And she goes, "No, I'm assessing things." So I think that's what he did. I think his use of the arrows gives him the ability to predict where people are going to be. And I think that's why he was able to pick people off.
Because it's precision. I'm like, dang, you don't even hear them coming. Like the precision, precision is perfect. But, there was just a lot of just lulls in this episode.
Yeah. Also, if your hearing is impaired like that, you can feel the vibrations of people running around.
Right.
So
right.
If he keeps everybody in front of him, and then he feels someone running behind him, he knows the bad guy.
Right. So this episode I was kind of like, it wasn't my favorite episode.
Something was missing. I mean, the action was great.
You're right. It was just one of those.
Out of there, them running through the whole thing, them on the bridge, the street. Yeah. That was all great, but something was.
And then they tug at your heartstrings when his son calls, and you're just like, ugh.
That was really
why,
that was
man?
Not bad, but that was really like, and that was great for the scene itself, because now Kate has, what's the word? She's enamored herself to him. He feels appreciative of that. So now he's going to feel better, more to, you know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
And so I think him and Kate's relationship is going to pick up from there. Yeah. To where he probably comes back with her for Christmas.
Right. She goes home. She goes.
Our mother's either in the hospital or in jail or dead.
Yeah. With that being said, so they get the hearing aid fixed. They go have breakfast basically. And they go to her mom's house, the penthouse, because they want to look up these people because of the security business that the family owns. and she's searching for the one guy, Kez. Kez? Yeah, I think it's Kez.
He's one of the
Kazi,
right?
Kazi. Yeah, that was the one that was signing to Maya. They look him up and she's like, oh wait, he works, like they can see where he works and all this stuff. They're like, okay. But as she's searching it, they get locked out of the laptop. But Clint also hears somebody coming in, and it's the boyfriend. And it's Jack. And that's kind of where the scene's cut. He pulls his sword on him and he's like, hold it right there.
The sword on him.
The sword. He pulls Ronin's sword on him. And it's like, hold it right there, and the scene cuts. So what do you think is going to happen next?
They're gonna fight.
They're gonna fight. Do you think they're gonna fight, or do you think they're just gonna he's just gonna question him?
It depends
because
on
we have to think about this.
It depends on how he wants to keep his secret.
But here's the thing, though. Here's how we have to think about this from the comic book standpoint to the TV standpoint. His version of the swordsman in the comic books is not necessary. He's not a villain. The way he got to become an Avenger wasn't the best way, but he wasn't considered a villain. Now, his predecessors after him were considered villains, but his character, same name and everything, in the comics was not considered a villain. He just kind of cheated his way into the Avengers, but he didn't kill anybody to get there. He threatened to kill Captain America. He didn't kill him, but he threatened to kill him. So I'm wondering, and here's just my theory. I'm wondering if he's not who we think, or they're portraying him to be. Like, yeah, he has he's doing like underground illegal stuff or trying to buy, whatever.
You think he's a spy?
I don't think he's a spy. I think he is who he is. He's the swordsman. Because why would they name him the same thing as the guy in the comic? Makes no sense. He's got to be the swordsman. But I think he's just trying to get one up. I think I agree with what a lot of other fans are saying. I think the mom is definitely the villain in this. I think she's the one that killed the uncle, that killed his uncle, Jack's uncle. Yeah. I think she killed Jack's uncle, and I think he doesn't know that. He doesn't realize that. And I think now he's going to be like, okay, well, why are you investigating things? Like, I don't think he wants, and I agree, I don't think he wants anyone to know his secret that he is the swordsman. But at the same time, he probably also doesn't want to get pinned for his uncle's murder. So they might end up like secretly working together or something.
I'm going to call it right here now. You ready? You ready for this? I'm going to call it right here now. When episode 4 opens up, Jack and Clint know each other from working in S.H.I.E.L.D. I'm calling it right now.
But did he work in S.H.I.E.L.D. in the comics?
Doesn't have to. Remember, this is MCU.
Right. But I'm trying to think where. I'm trying to think of like where.
No, he worked for Avengers and so forth, so he wouldn't have been in S.H.I.E.L.D. But I'm telling you now, they work together in S.H.I.E.L.D. and that's how they're going to know each other.
But she said the name. I feel like he would know the name when
He's also a spy. He's not going to give his cards out on the table.
So now, rumor has it, and I think it's true, I'm looking at the casting for next week's episode, that our new Black Widow is supposed to appear in this episode.
I wouldn't be surprised.
She's supposed to show up in this episode. And
she was told wrong. I think she's gonna sit down and let it all out, and she's gonna realize that no.
And it seems like the dad, I don't know if it's gonna be a flashback or not, but it looks like the dad may reappear in this episode as well.
I told you his body never showed up.
Yeah. So and the one dude from LARP is gonna show back up too.
Oh, you know he was. He pretty much said he was gonna show up again.
Yeah, so
for those of you who don't know, LARP means live action role play. So those guys you see in the park running around in costumes, that's that.
Malud.
It could be medieval, it could be furry animals, it could be whatever they choose.
That's also kinky.
That's also kinky.
So
hold on, I'll tell you a story.
They're called furries.
Furries. So they had this thing a couple of years ago. They had a fire at this furry convention in Chicago, and so everyone got pushed out of the hotel because of the fire alarm and so forth. So they were outside, and you hear them blah 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 blah. And he goes, "Oh well, everyone's pretty much warm because they're all in their costumes, keeping each other warm." It's like, oh, they're all huddled together.
They're all huddled together in a little fur ball.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah. If I had to give this episode a 1 out of 10, I gave it a 3.
I give it a little credit.
It only got a 3 because of the action scenes. That's the only reason why.
I'd give it a 5, but I think they were setting something up, but they left. I agree with you. Something's on the cutting room floor.
Something's missing from it.
Something's on the floor.
Or they changed, because given it was a 42-minute episode, or it was probably.
Oh no! I was pissed off when I said it's over now, and we checked. It was 37 minutes.
Yeah, sorry. I was gonna say it was like 38 or 36 minutes.
Yeah, after you got through the credits, it was like an hour and a half. But,
no, it was 42 minutes in total.
Yeah, after you got through the credits, it was like an hour and a half. But I said, "What? That's it?" And I put the little thing back, and it said 37 minutes.
Yep. So it was
highly upset.
It was a very short episode.
I think they did it on purpose because they set 2 episodes out last week, so they didn't want us to be too happy.
Probably. I'm like, look here, keep us happy. It's the holidays. Like, because then we have another hiatus after Spider-Man, because the next thing doesn't come out until what?
February? Like
February or March?
That's Doctor Strange, right?
Now I gotta look. Hold on.
Well, remember, everything got pushed back, so.
God dang it, Lolita.
Or is it Loki season 2 next?
No, Loki's not coming out until
after Doctor Strange, probably.
No, I think it's 2023 now.
You can't leave a whole year this empty like that.
Yeah, you can. Well, no, there's stuff coming out this year. It just ain't coming out when you want it to come out.
Right, because they're doing Marvel Zombies, they're doing Agatha as well.
They're doing all this stuff.
They're doing a lot of shows. So
yeah.
So don't worry, true believers. It's still going to be out there for you. And we'll be back, bringing it home.
I don't even see.
Talk about shows, talk about what we predict, talk about the future. You like that?
No.
What do you mean, no?
Like I said, no.
That's because you're a scroll.
That's fine.
Scroll.
Okay.
Scroll.
I can't see what you're doing, so whatever.
So, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget next Wednesday on your streaming channel, Hawkeye, episode 4. That's all I got.
Wow. Because, see, none of these have... All right, you know what? Let's do
I thought we had a list. Didn't we have a list? Of
yeah, but that list is old because it wasn't updated.
Oh, because they changed everything.
Yeah.
You see, kids, it just goes to show you. Sorry, inside joke.
Okay, so Doctor Strange is May 6th.
Oh, May 6th.
Yeah.
Jimmy Christmas.
Doctor Strange is May 6th. Thor Love and Thunder is July 8th.
Stop. If it's nothing before May, I don't want to be right.
Hold on. Yeah, that has that date on it. There's something coming out before that, though.
Let me see. Let me check with you, too.
It's gotta be, maybe not. Maybe it's not till May.
Let's get it over to higher space.
All right, let's see. So,
you never meet prize place. Ooh, prize place.
okay, so the next, technically, I mean, it's Marvel. The next Marvel movie that would be coming out, even though it's Sony, is Morbius on January 28th.
That's gonna be good.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
that's coming out. Yeah, I'm excited to go see that one. So that's coming out.
What?
January 28th.
See that one?
Yeah, I'll go see that one.
What,
I like
it's not a Disney movie. What?
I like. I didn't say I was gonna go to my special theater for it.
I think you should.
So yeah, so there's that, and then
Yeah, I'm checking too, trying to see what else.
Walt Disney. No, not to Walt Disney Studios.
Let's see.
Batman's coming out March 4th.
Oh, let's not even get into that. Since Monster not here, I don't want to get into that. So here are some of the shows and stuff coming up.
Make sure the dates are right, because I'm again a lot of the stuff online, the dates have changed. Okay.
Oh, no, there's no dates here. They're just releasing what they're releasing.
But wait.
Ironheart.
So yes. Doctor Strange is the next Marvel movie for Disney, and it's not coming out till May 6th. So there's nothing between Spider-Man and Doctor Strange coming out.
So interesting. So we have.
Oh my God, Bob's Burgers is getting a movie.
No, don't worry. Ironheart, Agatha, Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special. Ugh.
Yeah, but there's no dates for those. That's the only reason why I'm like,
X-Men 97. Well, if it's a holiday special, it's going to be out before Christmas.
Is it this Christmas or is it next Christmas?
Spider-Man Freshman Year, which is animated.
Yeah.
And Groot and Marvel Zombies.
Okay, so hold on. Here we go. So May 6th, Doctor Strange into the in the multiverse of madness. I cannot speak. Then we have Thor: Love and Thunder on July 8th.
And
then we have.
Isn't Black Panther supposed to be in there somewhere?
No, Black Panther's not coming out till November. I'm going down the list in order. There's a movie here it's Untitled Disney movie, but it's a live action that's set for August 12th. I'm gonna look into that one. Then there's nothing. Okay. Sony's releasing Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse 2 on October 7th.
It's too far away. And that's animated.
Yeah, it is. But it was a good movie. The first one was good.
No, I agree. I like the first one.
And then Wakanda Forever is not coming out until November 11th.
Well, that's understandable because they
had to push that back. But there's nothing. We have 4 movies coming out this year or next year? That's it. It's not a lot.
Well, I know a lot of the stuff is going to be TV shows, so
right. A lot of the movies, yeah. So we don't, yeah. So we have Black Panther. We have. I'm going to consider Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse, and then we have Thor: Love and Thunder. Then we have Doctor Strange, and then we start with Morbius. So,
yeah, Morbius would be good.
Yes. Oh yeah, did you see? I'm gonna have to pull the trailer. We can play it next time. Did you see that DC's coming out with a DC Pets movie, and it's supposed to be superhero pets?
Yes.
They are trying too hard. They're trying too hard.
Let me say something. Their animated stuff works, but
this doesn't look like it's all that good.
Well,
Their no. Their animated TV shows work.
Also, well,
their animated TV shows work. When's the last time they came out with an animated DC movie?
There's a lot of them. They come out with them all the time.
I'm talking about a movie that comes out in theaters, not released to TV.
They don't usually do that. They usually
that's what I'm saying. They should keep it how they are doing it because it works that way.
But that's a money thing, so that's why.
Well, I feel like this is gonna flop.
Maybe better than you think.
I want to see Jurassic World Dominion.
I don't think they're shooting that yet.
They are. It's coming out next year. They already released a trailer for it.
Really?
I'll pull it and we can see it next week. They already it's like a starting trailer. I was like, okay, it looks good. Oh, then we get to see your boy on the moon.
Leave my boy alone.
as Buzz Lightyear.
That's yeah.
That's how he's on the moon.
I don't know what
folks.
that is.
He became Buzz Lightyear, and they put him on the moon.
I don't know what that is.
That's what it is. They became Buzz Lightyear, and they put him on the moon. All right. Well, we got time, so let's just rant. Did you watch? Did you watch the trailer for the new Matrix?
No, I'm not ready to watch that yet.
Did you watch the trailer though?
No. I think I saw a little bit of it, but for the most part,
I'm not a huge. I'll say this: I'm not a huge Matrix fan. I couldn't get into it. I've watched all 3 of them. Couldn't get into it. Brian's a huge fan of the Matrix. He loves Keanu Reeves.
I love Keanu Reeves.
Right, I love Keanu Reeves. I watched the trailer for this one, and it doesn't look bad. It doesn't look horrible either. It is confusing. It is confusing because you're trying to figure out from the trailer. Okay, this is after, or is this before? Like you're trying to figure out where is this, because they make it known in the trailer, because they obviously bring back I can't think of the name. They bring back Neo and her. I can't remember her name. What was her name?
Carrie Ann Moss?
No, what was her character's name?
Was one Brittany? Willow?
Brittany.
No,
really? You picked the whitest name.
Give me. Wow.
You said Brittany. What was her name?
Hang on. It's gonna be here.
It's Trixie? Is it something with a T? It's with a T.
Trinity.
I know it was with a T. She said freaking Brittany. Anyway.
Hey.
Freaking Brittany.
I got us there, okay?
Anyway. The 2, they're both back. They're the only 2 that looks like our original characters from the Matrix movies that are back. And they show you in the trailer that they have some type of connection, and they're starting to remember what might be going on. They have a different guy playing Morpheus. It looks like a younger version of Morpheus. That's where I'm kind of confused. I'm like, is this the like it's confusing. I want to see it. Now I'm not gonna go to
Jenna Pinkett. Was Jenna Pinkett Smith in the first one?
She was in the second one.
Okay, well she's back.
But is she in it?
Yeah, she's in it.
Okay, she's not in the trailer. So that's why I'm like, huh. She's not in the trailer. So I was like, oh, something in my eye. I apologize.
The what's it called guy is not in it though.
Who?
The guy that was his enemy in the movie, the first one.
Which I hope he makes a secret appearance. That you don't see him in the cast, but I hope he makes an appearance because I liked him.
Yeah, that was the Red Skull.
Yes, and he's also the one dude from Lord of the Rings.
Yes, which I oh my god, I can't watch those movies, man. That 4 hours puts me to sleep. This is how I saw it. I saw the beginning. I fell asleep. I woke up. The guy was dead.
Wow.
I missed the whole franchise. I can't watch that. I can't watch those movies. Yeah, he's not in it though. It doesn't say that name here. Oh, excuse me. I'm sleeping. So I don't see him here.
Hopefully he just shows up. That'd be really cool. If he just shows up. I'd be very interested in seeing him just show up.
There are people here with no names next to them. So he could be one of them, or they could be one of those, or
because they do have a new guy or a new person playing. I don't know if it's the same name though. I don't think it's the same name.
Thelma Hopkins is in this movie. She might be the Oracle.
Yeah. So Brian's very biased. He doesn't know if he's gonna go see it or if he wants to see it at all. He's very biased about it. I just want to see it. I just want to see it now to know what's the storyline. I'm interested to see what the storyline is.
Because my understanding was it keeps doing it over and over and over, right?
But that's the part I don't understand, because it's you're living in the Matrix, your body's in a pod, and I feel
But I think
I don't know. This is the whole thing confusing.
So you could experience of life.
And then, but why can't? But the thing is like the whole storyline of it was just messed up. You got these people living in like living like moles underground, and then the robots are coming to get them because they've escaped the pods. What do they put them back in the pods?
I thought the fact that they had spies was pretty significant.
Like, you got spies inside of the Matrix to spy to see if they realize that they're asleep in these capsules. Like, anyway, not my cup of tea. I could care less for those movies, but anyway.
Oh, but you're watching these 4 friends walk around with no shoes on, going to kill the king that's 8 feet tall.
Yeah, I've maybe seen. I don't even know which one it was for Lord of the Rings, but every time I watch it, it was the same scene. It was that fight. It was 2 scenes. It was the one where he's talking to the dragon, which, fun fact, Benedict Cumberbatch plays the voice of the dragon in Lord of the Rings. And it was either that part, or it was the part when they're all about to fight, like the dwarves against the I don't know.
Wait. I woke up in the middle of that when the guy's counting like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, that's not fair. They had a contest to see who would kill more or something like that.
Yeah, so like I always end up on the same scene with it, and I'm just like, okay, whatever. I've never get into it. It's not much. Everyone's like, but you can get into Harry Potter. I'm like, Harry Potter's not 4 hours long. Like, I'm sorry, it's not 4 hours long. They moved the 4 hours between 8 movies. So, you know.
Yeah, those Lord of the Rings. I mean, I give them credit for the story and stuff, but
like, look here,
Christmas, man.
If I wanted to go do Lord of the Rings, I'll go play Dungeons and Dragons. Okay.
If I want to go to sleep, I just sit right there.
Yeah, I'll just go do Dungeons and Dragons. No offense to people that like Lord of the Rings, none at all. I personally just can't get into it. So yeah, so there's that. Now.
Yes.
Because it's in 2 weeks. We have like 10 minutes left. Let's talk about Spider-Man here.
Here we go.
Let's bring this up one last time before the movie comes out. Now, I don't know if this was real or somebody went in and edited it and like added, but there's a clip there's a trailer. It's a whole trailer circulating that has all 3 of them in it. And it has all 3 of them on the building where they go off to go fight Dr. Ock, Lizard, and Electrode.
I can tell you that's probably a fan-made thing.
But but it's perfect. Even the shadowing, like, because I was like, let me look, because if someone edits something, they usually forget to put in certain things. So I looked at the shadowing to see if the shadow matched up. I looked at all, and everything matched up. Everything matched up, and I'm like,
All I know is Andrew Garfield is still.
He's going to. He's going to. You want to know why? Because he's probably scared of Feige.
He said, "I'm not in it. I will." I said, "I love it, but I'm not in it." He says, "Now there could be a little bit up to that. Maybe he doesn't take off his mask. Maybe he keeps his mask on and just uses his voice in the movie. You know what I'm saying?
But that's you in the movie."
Well, he's not in the movie.
But he's okay. Okay, but wait a minute. Let's talk about not in the movie.
Here we go.
Freaking Ali was not in Eternals, but his voice was in Eternals. He was in Eternals.
Who was in it?
The guy who's playing Blade now. Marshawn Ali. Is it Marshawn? I can't say
that was his voice. He taped that scene for that. So
but he never went there to do the scene. He was not physically in the movie. No, but he was in the movie.
But he was in.
But
his voice was in the movie.
That his voice is part of him, is it not?
His voice was in the movie.
His voice is part of him, is it not?
They paid for him to speak one line.
Oh, and they paid for him to speak. Okay, so he was in the movie. He was in the movie.
I can't say he was. Well, you know it's him.
He said he was in the movie. He said
I just said it. Yeah, he was.
The director said he was in the movie.
And that's the only reason. And that's the only reason why he's acknowledging it is because the director said it.
Oh my god!
If the director didn't say it, nope, I'm not in the movie.
I also like to point out that I love how. Okay. Oh. Let's talk about this. Electrode. Did you see?
No.
What's his name? Isn't his name Electrode?
No.
What is it?
Electro.
Okay,
Not,
same
not
shit. I just added a D. Anyway, okay,
oh my god.
okay. Let's talk about him because they released the movie poster for him, and he has on Tony's Arc reactor.
Mm-hmm.
How?
The same way Doc Ock has it. It's been assumed. It's been usurped to them or by them.
But Dr. Ox doesn't look like Tony's. The one Electro has looks exactly like Tony's.
Okay, we went to you. Remember
Why
that plane
can't you
went down.
go there with me? Jesus.
Go
done.
where?
I'm done.
Go where?
I'm done.
I'm supposed to give you the opposite. I'm supposed to agree with you on everything.
I'm done.
But I don't think that's what it is. I think that's a red herring.
Okay. They're not. They did a close up in the movie poster of it. It's something.
It's what
something.
he made. He made that himself. Remember, the guy's smart.
Okay, but why make it look like Tony's?
So you can pay attention to it.
I think the conversation's gonna come up.
Remember, Tony's arc isn't something that no one can figure out. There's other people that can figure it out. They may not be able to. Their power level may not be as high as Tony's. They may not be able to power a suit so he can fly in. But there's other people who probably have the same thing. What's his face? The Yulush guy. He has his own little version of it.
Right.
So it's possible it could be a copy from another dimension. Yeah.
Fine, burst my bubble. Hate you.
He's not our Electro.
He is Toby. No, he's Andrew Garfield's Electrode.
Yes. Yes.
I just think that they're smart and they're like, we might as well do him the color he's supposed to be and not do this crap that Sony came up with and make him blue because he's not blue. He's yellow.
Okay.
So
right,
I look here. I know you're always not ours. He is. I just think this time around they're making it right. They're making him how he's supposed to look. Because that's how he's supposed to look.
I think that's
obviously he's not Tom Holland's Electro because there's no Electro in Tom Holland's universe. There isn't in Andrew Garfield's. So now everyone's like Sinister Six. We only know of 4 that are showing up so far. Who are the other 2 that are supposed to be part of the Sinister Six?
Mysterio is supposed to be one. Okay. And if they stick to the books, it could be Craven or it could be the Chameleon. One of the 2.
Craven was that, or was it what was the? Oh, that was Vulture. That was from.
Or it could be Vulture. Yeah.
Okay.
Or Shocker.
Okay. Cause I'm wondering if they're going to show up.
I think the Vulture is not exactly what he is. I mean, I think he's got more onto him than the comic book one did.
He keeps showing up everywhere.
Right.
He's showing up everywhere.
I think he's going to be the linchpin in a lot of different.
Was he in Venom?
No, he was not.
He was not.
Because Venom happened on the West Coast.
Okay, because I know he shows up in Morbius.
Yes.
No, I thought he was supposed to show up in Venom. No.
Venom happened in San Francisco. So if anyone should have showed up there, it should have been Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Oh, did you see the new art, the concept art that they released for Venom, or not Venom, for Ant-Man and Wasp, and it has Kang in it?
Kang is going to be in everything. Remember, they're going to Quantumania. So Kang's going to be in everything.
Yeah.
They're just missing more heroes, though. So they need to get some more heroes into it.
I mean, I'm sure they will eventually.
What's the Archer going to do in a time against a time god?
There
What does
he
he
is.
got there?
I'm looking at something. Hold on.
Hold on. Do 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 do. What's wrong? Do 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 do. Scroll.
Okay, so yeah, 'cause I know he's in Morbius. Yeah, I'm interested to see how they're. So I feel like Sony and Disney have something big planned that they're not gonna tell anybody about.
They're not gonna tell us. It's possible.
I think they have something big planned to just do this huge cross or just combine everything.
Surprise!
Combine everything because
Yes.
especially now with them announcing it's official, guys, we will have more of Tom Holland as Spider-Man. They finally announced it.
Did we announce that?
We didn't want
Yeah.
they announced it. We're announcing it now.
We're not announcing now. Okay. Yes, boys and girls. Spider-Man, Tom Holland has been
He
signed
will
to do
return as
3 more
Spider-Man.
movies. 3 more
Four.
movies, I think?
Four.
4?
As of right now,
So that
4.
means 1 or 2 of them are going to be an ensemble movie. So he will be there.
No. The contract where he's crossed over with Disney doesn't count as a contract with Sony. He's on with Sony for 4 more standalone films. I'm pretty sure he'll be in more stuff with obviously with Disney.
Remember though, his contract would not be with Disney. His contract would be with Sony.
That's what I'm saying. His contract right now has 4 more movies with standalone movies with Sony.
Right. No.
That does not include what he's in with. I don't know what other stuff he's going to be in with Disney.
Oh, and that could mean that he could have other stuff that he's in with Sony too. It doesn't have to be Spider-Man.
But I'm saying the information that's released is for Sony.
But it's still right. His contract was never with Disney. It was always with Sony. Yes, you're right.
Right, but okay. So like when they did his contract, and they said he had 3 originally it was 4 movies. Was it 4 or 3? Mm-hmm. No, 3. No, 4. Because he has Spider-Man Far From Home. No, Spider-Man Far From Home.
And Homecoming.
And No Way Home, right? I feel like we're missing, but it's okay. So his contract with Sony was for 3 standalone movies, and then he had 2
ensemble movies.
He had 2 ensemble movies.
Yes.
What released is 4 standalone movies, no ensemble. These are just 4 standalones right now that he has with them. Okay. They have not released what the ensemble is going to be yet.
Right, and technically he did 3 ensemble movies.
Yeah. Okay.
He did.
3. Yeah. Endgame. Yeah.
He did Captain America, and he did Infinity War, and he did
Endgame. Yeah. Right. Okay. So yeah. So this one right now, which I'm like, oh dang, he's gonna get 4 standalone movies. Okay, let's see what we got going on. So that's
I think it's the contract. It could be worded differently to make it look nice and neat, but he is technically on loan to Marvel and Disney. So
yeah, and look, he's everybody's favorite. So I like him.
We'll see how it happens.
Well,
we'll see how it happens in 2 weeks.
Yeah. I don't think it's going to disappoint. I mean, there might be some instances where we're like, damn, why didn't they do this? But I don't know. We'll see. But on that note, people, we have hit that 1 hour mark. It is time for us to go.
It's gone already.
It's time for us to go and go feed our families. Well, I'm going to go feed my dog.
I don't know what. I think he might be hungry. He eats anything because he's a squirrel.
Okay, can get out your blood now because we're not doing it anymore.
Scroll.
Hurry up, get out your blood because the last time you're clicking a scroll button.
Why?
Guys,
enjoy it. It's fun.
No, it's not. You're the only one enjoying it.
That makes it fun. Besides, I'm gonna push the button. I'm gonna push the button. How'd you do that? Is that your power to suck the dragon?